I love it. All right, Jeff, we're to the Box Angeles questions. I ask everyone the same set questions.
Okay, cool.
First one, describe what you do in 3 words.
Ooh. Besides live, laugh, love?
That could be it.
No. What I do?
What you do. 3 words.
You need to observe, travel, and fail. I guess those are 3.
Okay, elaborate. Essay portion. Observe, travel, fail. What does that mean?
Sure. Observe. I think there's like this old Graham Chapman quote from Monty Python about like just humor comes from just noticing everything and looking. That's a bad paraphrase, but like try to just see things that no one else sees or little things that you can turn into like a comedy nugget or something and extrapolate from there.
Absolutely.
Just always be observing things. Human behavior, just even like lying at the Hollyhock House. Like what you said earlier, your rant was a great observation. And yeah, that's absolutely what we should always be doing. Travel, I really do love travel. I think it and I don't even mean like extravagant stuff or like resort. I mean like just going somewhere you haven't been before, being a little uncomfortable, whether it's in another country or like you take a bus.
Or the secret subway.
Yeah, or the secret elite subway in Los Angeles. Yeah, like take a bus out to, like a Jericho Tree or something. I don't know, like whatever. Like, and try to, I don't know if they have buses to Jericho Tree. Not sure why I said that. Take a bus somewhere and just like walk around and see a different neighborhood. And that really opens up your brain and makes you think differently and gets you out of your own little depressions or your own little like moments of self-doubt. And you see that the world is bigger and that there's a lot to write and there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
What was my third?
Fail.
Oh, yeah. Well, failure.
You got way too excited for that one.
Failure, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, failure, there's been a lot. Yeah, like it's so scary. And when things go terribly, it feels terrible, obviously. But once you fail at things or you do a bad job or you make a bad video or you do a bad improv show, it makes you freer. Like, well, at least I've gotten that out of the way.
Totally.
And I can do more. And like at the show, or at Kimmel or at Marvel or whatever, if you write like a bad sketch, what's great about late night and something that's really helpful to me is like maybe you write I did a sketch where I played a Star Trek expert and I was like explaining something to the audience and it did not go well. Like the audience was not into it. And I don't even think the sketch ran. And I was like, oh man, this is such a low, like this is terrible.
Right.
And then, but it really reinforced in me like, yeah, you know what, maybe some of those jokes were too niche. Like maybe I could be stronger in a few areas. Maybe my performance wasn't that great. Let's like focus on what worked, what didn't work. And it wasn't that bad when I saw it, but it's just not for that night. But like a month later, that big Harrison Ford sketch came out and that that made me try again and really try hard on that sketch.
Totally.
And so I think the failure is important and it makes you try harder.
Absolutely. That's a great answer. I feel like a lot of people lately have been saying failure is key in their, like I know Johnny Pemberton I just had on it and he kept saying how you got to fail to succeed. If you don't fail, you're not going to succeed.
Yeah.
So.
But I always have that fear of it too. Like you want to do such a good job, but then you often, when you're too afraid of failure, you often, I'm very guilty of this. You put out like boilerplate stuff.
Oh, sure.
And so you got to kind of try to fail a little more, I think, to make good stuff.